The FIFA Club World Cup round of 16 is here. A couple weeks ago, or we did around a couple weeks ago we did the preview for the FIFA Club World Cup. Listen, so far, okay. I wouldn't say it's been the best Club World Cup from a neutral standpoint, but we're here to talk. We're going to discuss. I've got King with me. King, how you doing, bro? Hope you're well, man. And different settings.
Yeah,
Obviously, I am on holiday. But yeah, you man, continue to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Get me to 340 subs, people. Come on, and get King to 50 subs. I don't know how many subs you're on right now. Are you at 50 subs already or not yet?
nowhere near that. I'm 40 on 41.
Hey, you
Happy
man,
with the
nice.
41 so far.
I'm leaving King's links in the title right now. You man, go sub to his channel. Um and Yeah, you man, go sub to his channel
What's
right
good,
now.
my boss? Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, big up to you, bro. Big up to my boss. Hope you're well, bro. Hope you're well, my boss. Yeah. But anyways, let's get started. Obviously, the Club World Cup's now sort of coming to its latter stages now, or it is in the latter stages now. How are you feeling though, bro? How has it been so far for you? How has it been in terms of like a Chelsea standpoint and just a neutral standpoint? How have you felt about the Club World Cup so far? Talk to me.
As a neutral, I've been very impressed with some of the South American teams, especially the Brazilian ones. Obviously, I had a feeling going into this that some of those Brazilian teams would take it a bit more serious than the European sides, and it showed. Even in my group, we didn't win our group. We lost to Flamingo. I was annoyed that day, but yeah, I feel like there's been some surprises. Obviously, even a Mexican team, Monterrey, even got through. Some of the goals they scored in their final goal game was amazing. There's been some great goals, great free kicks, great long
Sergio
ranges.
Ramos' team.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, there's been a lot of different things. So I would say there's been a lot of entertainment. If you've been able to watch some of the games, you've been entertained. Obviously, there's been
Mm-hmm.
some games which have been less so, but yeah, there's been plenty of goals, plenty of moments, craziness in the Inter game as well. Inter River Plate game, um, players running towards the tunnel trying to fight each other. Craziness, red cards, anything you want in a tournament is happened. Fights, red cards, goals, free kicks. You're getting to see Messi again if you haven't seen him in a while. And then yeah, um
My God, when's that scrub Nico Jackson coming back? Well, it's up to King to
he's
scrub or not. But
well, he is a scrub because he got red carded like a fool. He's probably
I
gonna he's
don't
not
blame you.
available for the next round. So if we get past Benfica, he'll be available for the game after that. But I don't think he starts again. If I'm being honest.
Shout out to Boss of Blue. Hope you're well, bro. The South African club was eliminated. We could have silenced Mbappe. Mbappe hasn't played this whole tournament, bro. He didn't play. He didn't play so far. I think he had the sickness that he had. I'm not so sure what the exact word was, and I don't think I could pronounce it. But listen, but Mbappe's he's doing well so far. Do you want to sell Jackson? I'm sure he does. I'm sure he wants to sell Jackson. But
Wait, go back to the South African team. The South African. I'll
the
I'll say this. I'll say this
Sundowns.
possibly. Yeah, the Mamelodi Sundowns. I'm gonna lie. I was impressed by that team. They were unlucky not to get through to the next round, and they should
Right.
have. They should have. They should have. Because I feel like they should have won their last game against Fluminense. I think that should
Mm.
have been another shock that we saw. Um. Yeah. This close for an African team in the next round. That would have been good. I'd have liked that. Because I felt like in that last game you had the chances, you just didn't take them. In terms of Bossa Blues one, stomach flu. In terms of
No, that's Mbappe's sickness that he had. He had some stomach flu that he couldn't play for the first two games. I think. I don't remember if he played. I don't know if he played against Salzburg. I didn't watch the game, but I'm
No,
sure. I
no,
don't think he
he hasn't played. But to be honest with
hasn't
you,
played yet.
Madrid have looked better without him anyway, so they haven't really
Yeah,
missed
they
him.
have. They have 100%. Yeah, 100%.
In terms of do
Even
I
then,
want to,
and yeah. Sorry, go on, go on, go on, go on, go on.
in
Jump
terms
in.
of Boss of Blues question, sorry, interrupt you. In
No,
terms
no,
of do I
no, no.
want to
It's okay.
sell
It's okay.
Jackson?
Go, go.
Yes, I would like to move Jackson on at some point. I feel next summer we're bringing a maker from Strasbourg, our sister team, and also I would like to get a proper striker in. And if that means that Jackson moves on, then so be it. Because I feel like he. The issue is he's a good footballer. Not great. He's a good footballer. He's not a great
Mm,
finisher, but he's unreliable because in the last in 2025, I've said it before, he's had more cards than goals. He's got sent off twice, once in a running against Newcastle in an important game, and then in a game in the group stage for the Club World Cup, and another important game, in my opinion. And it's not just red cards where it's challenges that he should have made, it's foolishness.
yeah.
And to be honest, that kind of foolishness is not what we need right now in our striker. You need controlled aggression. You don't need idiocy, and he plays like an idiot for the most part. So for me personally, he's not worth keeping. I'll move him on.
I hear it. I hear it. Usually, you give a player 2 years to see how they're doing. If they're not progressing within 2 years, you sort of kind of see a bit of it, like a bit of like you kind of worry that he might not reach the heights that you expect him to. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
How
pretty
many
much.
clubs in
Yeah.
the Prem are looking for a striker? You reckon next season's squad window will be exciting? Maybe, maybe. I reckon Haaland's gonna get back to his old numbers again. I reckon Haaland will, because now they got Rodri back this season. I think City will get. I think Haaland will get back to his old numbers. I think because they also got bare playmakers as well. Man City they got Cherky, they got Marmouche, they got who else? Who else did they got?
Oh, Mamu Shirky. They also got Ait Nori, who they
Reinders,
got
Aitnori. So yeah, they've
they
got
got
enough
created.
create. They've got creators for Haaland. They're 100%. The creation for Haaland is not an issue. Isak, I don't know if he'll be the same. Chris Wood, I don't think he will be the same.
Isaac will definitely be the same. Chris Wood not so much.
No, I don't
I
think
think
so.
Chris
I
Wood
think
Chris Wood was a one season wonder kind of thing. Isaac has been that guy, so I think he'll stay the same. But yeah, there's
Isak,
multiple teams that need new strikers. Arsenal, Liverpool are gonna
United
sell Nunez, so they're gonna need a striker.
brings me to
United need
next.
a striker. We need another one. Even though I like Liam Delap and what I've seen of him so far, I think we still need another attacker. And yeah,
Yeah,
and
I'm
even
hearing
the
you
mid-level teams as well.
Ekitike. I'm hearing you might get Ekitike as well. So
He could. I think he's outpriced in the market at the moment. I think his price is too high at the moment. We'll see.
is it fair to say Darwin Núñez and Jackson on the same level? Well, how do you want to put it? Because Darwin Núñez has won a Premier League and he scored clutch goals for Liverpool, but he's been shit still. But what do you think?
Yeah, they are. They're both chaos ballers. You don't know what to expect from them. The thing about both of these guys is this: there'll be moments where they miss a bunch of chances, and then there'll be moments where they score a banger. Especially Nunes. Nunes tends to do the thing where he misses all the easy chances. Then you see him score a 25-yarder out of nowhere, and that's the same with Jackson. You see him do an absolutely beautiful pass in a game for Neto's goal during this tournament, but then he gets sent off. Same with Nunes. You see him score brilliant goals, but then you see him in Uruguay fighting fans uh, in terms of in one of their games as well. So for me, yeah, they're similar. They're the kind of guys that would work at Atletico Madrid or a Juventus or one of those kind of slower paced leagues where they get time. They need less time to think. When they have to think about what they're doing, they're gonna mess up. When they don't have time, they'll do magic, and that's the problem. And you can't afford that in the Premier League, because in the Premier League sometimes you do get time, and in terms of the clubs that they're at. I feel like I feel Nunes is gonna go to Napoli. I think Jackson would work at Atletico Madrid, like one of those type of clubs. But yeah, I think both of those players will get moved on. So yeah, Nunes is
You,
on his way
you
already,
think
and
you think
Jackson will
Jackson
leave.
goes?
Yeah,
You
he'll
think
be
Jackson
gone by
goes?
next summer.
Wow. I don't see
Yeah,
Chelsea
by
letting
next
him
summer,
go. I'll be
definitely.
honest. I don't see Chelsea selling him. I'll be honest with you. I don't see Chelsea selling him because it's a young player. That's what Chelsea need. They need young players, and Chelsea don't really often sell young players that, like after getting them in 2 years, I don't think they'll sell them. Chelsea don't often sell the young players that they buy. You know what I mean? They only sell
No,
if they don't get consistent minutes.
we
But
do.
you only sell more your Cobham. You don't really sell the players that you recently bought. You ain't gonna sell, for example, you in my opinion, you ain't gonna sell Fofana. Fofana is still, how old is he? Fofana.
We might sell him because he's injury prone. Wesley Fofana is one of
But the
those
thing is,
ones where he
Chelsea don't
might
often
go.
sell players like that. Like you guys make sales, but Chelsea need young players. If anything, they need veterans. Maybe, because
Yeah, yeah,
you got two of a
we
young,
need, yeah,
you got too much of a young squad in my opinion. I think you need to bring in some veterans, like how you had Thiago Silva, something like that. But you need to keep someone for a long time. You know
yeah,
what I'm trying
but
to
yeah,
say? Like, and I don't like to bring my club into it, but United like Casemiro, veteran, someone
yeah.
who's been in the game, someone who's done things. I think Kimmich could have been a really good player for you guys. Genuinely, I think Kimmich
No,
could have been solid.
I don't think we need midfielders. I think we need an experienced centre back, experienced striker. That's why I wanted Osman, and I'd get rid of Jackson. And I think Jackson's going to be gone by next season because I said Omega from Strasbourg's going to come in. So in terms of young strikers, we have plenty of options coming through, and he's going to be surplus to requirements eventually, so he'll get moved on. Because I don't think, because the one thing about my club in this new ownership is I think they may not be actively trying to sell these guys, but they're gonna have to. So, for example, Noni Madweki, they're gonna have to. You have
Yeah,
Esteval coming through. You have Kennedy Pyers coming through. You even have other wingers that they're trying to bring in. So eventually, these players, if they're not good enough, they'll get moved on.
I'm making Napoli dark horses next season. Barca to dominate in Spain. Liverpool, PSG, and Arsenal with the strikers to play the best European football next season. Maybe, maybe.
Um,
Depends on what they do. Depends on if they get the players that they need. Liverpool need a striker. I think PSG will be fine. I think PSG will be the same. I think PSG will do the same what they did this year. I reckon they'll still be a semi-final, quarterfinal, semi-final team. Barca to dominate Spain potentially, but it depends what Real Madrid can do with Xabi Alonso. Because in my opinion, I don't see Atletico Madrid doing. I don't see them being better than Barca and Real Madrid this season. I'll be honest with you. I think Atletico will still finish third. Atletico will come third, but Napoli in terms of Europe, I'll be honest with you, right? As much as I rate Antonio Conte as a manager, usually in Europe there is a bit of he doesn't often he doesn't often impress in the Champions League. And with his Napoli team, I don't know how strong it'll be. Is my question. We don't know how strong Napoli will be next season because Napoli. Don't forget, Napoli had no European football this season, so they had one game a week, and that's what Conte specialized in: one game a week football. Getting his
hmm.
players ready for the league games, getting his players ready to win games in the league. You know what I'm trying to say? So I don't know. I don't see Napoli being that team in Europe next season. I'll be honest with you. They'll still be. I reckon they can get the knockout. I can get to the knockout stages, but the biggest issue is can they can they cope with the fitness? Because squad depth might be an issue as well with Napoli, isn't it? Could be.
No, I don't. I think not. If you put up the post again, the teams that you mentioned, please. Thank you. In terms of Napoli, yeah, you're right with the Conte thing. He doesn't do good in Europe, so I don't think they make it past the league phase. This is what you're going to see from Napoli, and they're going to win the league title again. They're going to go back to back, and then the season after that, Conte is going to have a problem with with the board and then leave halfway through the season with a half and a puff. In terms of Barca, I don't know if they'll dominate Spain, but they'll be they'll be the best team in Spain, but I don't know if they'll dominate it. Because I think Xabi Alonso with Madrid will be interesting. Don't count out Atletico Madrid. They're making some good signings as well. They got Bayena and a couple other pieces, so they actually look like they're strengthening. In terms of Liverpool, yeah, they should. Them and Man City will be the top two teams in terms of Europe and Premier League in terms of England. PSG, yeah, I don't agree with Arsenal with a striker because if you saw the way they performed against PSG and the way they've been performing last season, they've been regressing for the most part. So I think Arsenal are on the decline. I don't think Arsenal be successful under Arteta, in my opinion. They need a new manager, and they need to
I
move
agree.
forward without him.
I don't see them competing for the Premier League next year as well. I'll
No,
be
they're
honest
not.
with you.
Yeah,
I don't see them competing for the Premier League next year. I'll be real. If Arsenal is just gonna make centre back signings like Christian Mosquera, if you're just gonna go and sign Christian Norgard, if you're just gonna go and sign these guys, yeah, then you're not gonna improve your attack. You're not gonna improve the goals are not gonna rack up. So any Arsenal fan that's actually saying that you guys are looking better, I don't see you guys looking better. I'll be honest with you. Like if it's Liverpool versus Man City, I don't want either of them to win the Premier League. So, as a United fan myself, if Arsenal could step in and win and potentially compete, I don't know, man. I don't know. But hey, big up to Touchline, big up to you, bro. Thank you for the raid, man. Big up to you, man.
big
Thank
up
you, Touchline.
touchline.
Big up to you, man. Big up to you, and subscribe to this guy's channel as well, people. Subscribe to Touchline Fact, people, if you haven't subbed already. Sub to his channel. Arsenal might. The thing is, Arsenal, right? I don't see them competing for the league because they're not improving their attack. You know what I'm trying to say? If they want to compete with Liverpool, Man City next year, I reckon they need a striker, 100%. They need a goal scorer. They need goals from the left hand side and the right and up top. Martinelli, it's not been the same Martinelli as what we saw years ago. Let's be honest. He's not the same Martinelli we saw last year or 2 years ago. You know what I'm trying to say? He's not
Yeah,
been the
yeah,
same.
yeah.
So you need to sort of.
I think
So
the
you
thing
need
with
to.
Arsenal is the players they're linked with. They're linked with Eze and Sesko. If they buy them too, I don't think they're the needle movers that gets them above the Liverpools or Man Cities next season. And I do agree with Monkey DeLuffy in terms of KDB joining Napoli. That's going to be good for the league, definitely.
100%. I completely forgot about KDB joining Napoli as well, by the way. But yeah,
Yeah,
big up to
they'll be fine in Serie A. They'll probably win it again. But Europe, as you said, Conte's not good in Europe. He's never been good in Europe.
But yeah, big up to everyone who's shooting in from Touchline's channel. If you haven't subbed yet, make sure you guys do sub to the channel. Make sure you guys do sub to the channel. But I don't see them. I don't see them. What you call competing for the league next year. I'll be honest with you. They need a goal scorer. They need a goal scorer. I think the league is obvious. Liverpool versus Man City next year. It's
Yeah.
obvious. Liverpool versus Man City. And I reckon, unfortunately, I hate to say it, but Liverpool go and win it next year. I think Liverpool will just about scrape it.
We'll see. But
Anyways, we're gonna move on to the we're gonna move on to what's it called? The Club World Cup now. The Club World Cup fixtures. So, you want to bring up the fixtures up on the screen?
let me see what's the best page to show it.
But yeah, while King's doing that, make sure you guys do sub to both of our channels. Sub to King's channel as well. Links in the title. And sub to my channel. Get me to 340 subs by the end of today's video if you can, people. You know the drill. But yeah.
Oh yeah, this is the best
As
page.
King's doing that, he's gonna rate the fixtures. And soon that we might have a couple people joining us, so we'll just get into this first, and then we'll talk. All right. So we currently have Palmeiras versus Botafogo. Or do you want to switch to the prediction standings? Do you want to switch the prediction like the predictions like how we did last time, selecting or
Oh, what's that site did you use?
well, was it FIFA? I think FIFA.com. I think it was the same one that. Sorry, can we have a moment to pray for the idiots in the world, please? My uni teacher losing my work, even though I'm submitting days earlier. King, what do you have to say to that?
Wow.
Embarrassing, isn't it?
I mean, I'm gonna lie, it's not your fault. It's the teacher's fault. So that's a mad thing, though.
Bro, I kid you not. I went to uni, right? I literally had a notebook. I literally said, "You can take my notebook to go check." What do you call? You can take my notebook, yeah, to go and check my work, and then you can give it back to me next time. He didn't. He never returned my book to me. Never once returned my book to me. Fucking idiot. Anyways, Chelsea need to do more to be in the title race. In my opinion, they're still behind City and Liverpool and Arsenal to a level. Also, star player Cole Palmer has been on a long goal drought since in 2025 non-pens. Yeah, he has. But to be fair to you, he did turn up in the Conference League final. So you need players to turn up in big moments like that, and Cole Palmer's done that. So fair enough for Cole Palmer. At the same time, I do agree. He needs to rack up more goals and he needs to contribute more to his team. I think I say in next season for sure, 100%, 100%. But anyways, guys, we're gonna predict now. First, she gives two links to submit, never stating which one to submit to. I submit to the one that is the same as the question paper. She gets rid of that one, and I can't find my stuff now. Thank you for football. Fair enough. Fair enough. Listen, I hope that shit gets sorted out. Otherwise, you might as well just report that shit to the dean, bro. You know what I mean? Just report that shit to the dean. Because you can't keep, because a professional can't keep losing your work and not giving you your marks, bro. You spend so much time doing that work, man. Honestly, I feel bad, man. For real, I actually do. I actually for real feel bad. But anyways, this is gonna be an interesting game in my opinion. People might say it's not interesting, but I'll be real. Palmeiras versus Botafogo has been, they've been two very impressive teams. I'll be real. Two very impressive teams, man. Talk to me, King. Botafogo and Palmeiras.
Yeah, they've won both. They've had some good wins, especially Botafogo. They beat PSG. Um, yeah, Palmeiras as well. They've been good. I've been liking what I've been seeing from Estaval. I'm not really sure are those two who will go through. I feel like it's a very even game. I'm not really a Brazilian league expert, so if there's anyone who knows about Brazilian league, let me know more. But yeah, every time I watch those two teams, I've enjoyed their football and their different styles, and they have some quality players. I like the Botafogo striker Igor Jesus. See, I like some of the attackers from Palmeiras. I've been
Yeah.
on that Estaval watch,
Also,
so
United are looking at Botafogo's keeper. I think apart from what I'm seeing,
mm.
29-year-old goalkeeper from Botafogo. So listen, I wouldn't be surprised if we do sign him. He's quite cheap as well. 5 million, I think 6 million around. So I'll take it. You'd be hopefully,
Botafogo are definitely defensively strong because of their defensive goalkeeper.
yeah, 100%, 100%. But what are you saying though? I can't lie. Botafogo, when they beat PSG, I was like, hey, these Brazilian teams ain't taking no fuck. They ain't taking the piss, bro.
Mm.
They ain't no joke, bro. Like they ain't no joke. After beating fucking what's it called? After beating PSG, yeah, you could tell that these Brazilian teams ain't. They're coming to play, bro. For real, they're coming to play.
Yeah.
But Palmeiras' run, obviously, you guys lost to Flamengo, isn't it? It was Palmeiras. Who did Palmeiras beat again? That was
Palmeiras was in Inter Miami's group, so they topped the group of Inter Miami, Porto. So they drew 2-1-1.
right.
Yeah. So
Yeah, some interesting results, obviously there, but there can only be one winner. Who are you taking, King? Who are you taking, bro?
I have a feeling towards Botafogo. I think because they are the more defensive team, I just think they're going to counter attack and then it's just going to be whether Palmeiras can break them down. I don't know if that's going to be the case. So I think it's going to be a very tight one though. This game's probably going to be like a 2-1, 1-0 type of game. But I think Botafogo will just edge it. Just.
I'm only saying Botafogo because they beat PSG 1-0, and they'll get confidence from that. The confidence will come from that game, and they'll try and get over the line against their Brazilian rivals. I'm gonna go Botafogo. So we agree on this one. I'm
Yeah,
gonna go Botafogo.
Botafogo.
Cool. Talk to me, Chelsea. You can preview this one first. It's your team.
Um, we've been we had one bad game against Flamengo. I was pissed off about that one. We made the problem with that game is that we changed the system. We tried to be different, and it didn't work. In the games that we played our normal system, we've looked good. So I think if as long as this manager doesn't decide to do no foolishness, no Reece James in midfield, no silly little different changes to the actual starting lineup and plays our best team, I have no doubt that we can beat Benfica. But I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like it's going to be difficult. I don't think Benfica is the best of teams. I think they've been very poor. I personally I
They
think
did beat
Benfica has
Bayern
been.
Munich though. However, they did beat Bayern Munich. To be fair, however,
Yeah, but I think that was more down to Bayern than to them. I feel like I would say this. I think Benfica have have been lucky to be in that group. In all honesty, for me personally, I don't. They were lucky to top the group for me, and I mean it was a decent win against Bayern, but I don't think it also is an added thing where it's Enzo Fernandez facing his old club again. So that was interesting. But yeah, I just feel like in terms of the group they were in, Auckland was the worst team in terms of the whole tournament because they were like a group of people that were just like part timers. Boca Juniors were too busy trying to fight people. They were just getting red cards left, right, and center. So and then they just got
that's
they got a
a fair
decent
point.
defensive performance against Bayern. But I just feel like that was more on Bayern not taking their chances more than anything. So I think we slightly edge it. I still think we slightly edge it.
Yeah,
But I don't know, man. I really don't.
I'm gonna go 3-1.
I want to believe in my team, but at the same time, I can't trust them. Can't trust them. I
That's
do like
fine.
Liam Delap's gonna start up front, so I ain't gonna have the liability in Jackson up there. So that's gonna be good. It's gonna be good to see him with Cole
At least
Palmer.
decided to sort of sort out that position real quick, rather than just leave it hanging.
Mm.
Striker position. So yeah. But what's your score prediction? For the Botafogo Palmeiras game, I went for 1-0. Botafogo. What's your prediction for that one? Botafogo versus Palmeiras. What was your prediction for that game? I went
1
one
0 or 2 1 0 or 2-1. Most likely probably just a 1-0.
first.
I reckon it'll be Botafogo defending for their lives for the most part. Get a cheeky goal and defend some more. Benfica,
Um,
Chelsea,
you can go
3-1
first.
Chelsea.
Yeah, I was gonna go the same 3-1 Chelsea. 3-1 Chelsea. 3-1. So Chelsea go through. Next up, we have Inter versus Fluminense. Now this one has a definite chance of being a shock, in my opinion. This game has a definite chance of it being a shock. Fluminense, obviously being another team from Brazil, they. Let me look at their last few results. I'm gonna bring up Fluminense's last few results. So they did.
Their last game was they drew with Mamelodi, but I think they were very lucky in that game. You know what? It's
They,
funny. I feel like
they
if
drew
Inter
Borussia
Milan were
Dortmund.
Inter
That was the
Milan,
best result.
yeah, I think if Inter Milan were playing any other team, they wouldn't go through. But I just feel like Fluminense is probably one of the few teams in the last rounds that are worse than them. For me, I think Fluminense, in terms of the Brazilian teams, have been the worst, in my opinion.
We could
Oh,
have a potential like proper matchup next game. So listen, but yeah, I don't know. I don't really have much to talk about this one. I'll be honest with you. I mean, Fluminense they got a draw against Dortmund. Obviously, Dortmund could take their chances against Fluminense, but Fluminense also can take their chances as well.
mm.
I can't lie. Inter haven't really impressed me so far. I'm just gonna go with the. I don't know, man. I don't know. I want to say Fluminense. I really do. I want to go with the shock. But I don't know. I think Inter scrapes it. But I'm really tempted to say Fluminense though, bro. I'm really tempted to say Fluminense. What are you saying?
This game's gonna go to penalties. If there's, yeah, I think this game will go penalties. Who will
And
win
who
in
you have?
penalties? I,
Actually,
I don't know, man.
actually, do you know what? I'm going
Inter,
Fluminense.
Inter, Inter and penalties for me.
I'm gonna go Fluminense.
Just
I'm gonna go Fluminense. But
we need the chat to,
let's leave this to the chat.
yeah,
Chat. You man, yeah. Tell your predictions in the comments, and we'll go with the majority. We'll go with majority.
yeah. See if anyone's there.
Damn right, King. We should be playing these Italian bottle jobs. We should be.
Yeah, Memolodi Sundowns. You know what the funny thing is about Memolodi Sundowns as well
We go 3-2-1. Okay.
is is for me like I didn't know about that team in terms of South African. I knew about the Orlando Pirates. I knew about the Kaiser Chiefs as South African teams because you know they were back in the day on FIFA and that. But I never knew there was Mamelodi Sundowns, and I was impressed by them. And yeah, man, they should have been through. They should be through. In all honesty, if it was Mamelodi Sundowns, I would have said they'd have beat Inter. But because since it's Fluminense, I'll give it. Yeah, Bossa Blue has put the final vote. So
I went Inter first, but I changed to Fluminense just because I wanted to go with the shock. Yeah, I guess I have to go with Inter. But
Man City versus
don't be
Al.
surprised. Don't be surprised if Fluminense wins. That's all I say.
Yeah, that game's going penalties, straight penalties.
Yeah, my granddad used to play for a club in Durban. Couldn't make it to the Prem because of our historical past. Sorry to hear that.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
City Al Hilal, two really interesting teams. Man City have been impressive this tournament. I guess you could pretty much say that they've been interesting. They've been impressive. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll leave that to you first. But big up to Rasta Stocks. Hope you're well, bro. Hope you're well, Rasta. I'll be
We
live with
got
Rasta
Rasta.
today. Apologies that I couldn't go live with him today. Apologies that I couldn't go live with you, Rasta, because I had to travel, so I had to head out. I couldn't do the show, but I will be doing the show with Rasta later today on my channel. So we moved it from yesterday to today. We're gonna move it to tomorrow. So obviously tomorrow for UK, but yeah. Anyways, I'll be doing it with them later, so you guys do tune in. But yeah, different background. Yeah, it is different background. I'm not in town, bro. I'm at the beach, bro. I'm at the beach. I'm on holiday. Man City Al Hilal. Man City has some really good players now, man. I can't lie. City are looking impressive. They're looking impressive. City looking good, but Al Hilal have some good players as well. Some very noticeable players as well. Some very noticeable players. Obviously, they've been playing in Europe before. But top speaking, for me, I'm just gonna go with the Man City to scrape by. I think City will scrape by. I don't think it'll be an easy win. I think 3-1 Man City, but it won't be like an easy 3-1 win. I think Al Hilal will have something to play for. A lot. They'll have a lot to play for. A lot of players to play for. Would you call? A lot of players to go for it. You know what I'm trying to say? They'll have the players to go at Man City, but I don't. I think City will just about get by. But talk to me, bro.
Oh, for me personally, I think Man City gonna spank them. I don't think it's
I
gonna
think
be
so.
close. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be close. After what they did to Juve, and especially the level of players that they have, Al Hilal also has Koulibaly in defense, and he wasn't good in the Premier League when I remember him. So him against Haaland, that's barbecue chicken alert. That's lunch meat. That's easy pickings. So Ait Nouri has been very impressive in the last game. The balls he was whipping in, the way he was
Definitely
playing.
back it.
For me, I feel like Man City is going to dominate that game and come maybe hit fours, fives. I just think Al Hilal as a team don't have enough to compete with them. I just don't think they'll be able to play the same intensity or level that Man City can, especially if they go up the gears. And even though Halal has some talent, it's just not enough. Not enough to compete with City, in my opinion. Even though I like some of their players as well. I like Ruben Neves and that, but barbecue chicken for Koulibaly in the defense. Their defense is just shocking in my opinion. I think their defense is shocking for the most part. I like their goalkeeper. But you have João Cancelo facing his former team. You got Lodi on the left back, so they've got some good pieces, but it's just not enough. And yeah, I just think for
Fair
me they
enough.
just don't have enough to
So you're gonna go with Man City?
yes, City to
City to win.
whoop them.
Yeah.
They're gonna whoop that trick.
Fair enough. Fair enough. We all need to hold it after last season. We finished 15th. Chelsea are back. Liverpool draw a record. What's next? Your modest first. I don't know, bro. I don't know what's peak. I don't know, man. It's peak football, but listen, it is what it is. I can't do anything about it. All I can do is just talk about my club being crap every single fucking day of the week. But guess what? They
Mm.
ain't gonna do nothing about it. So it's fine. We hit the jackpot. What a boy is Hoyson. Yeah, he is a good player, man. He's a good player, man. You guys definitely hit the nail on the head with that one for sure, 100%. PSG, Inter, Miami. Talk to me. Let's do this. PSG, Inter, Miami, Messi versus his old team. He's gonna want blood. He's gonna want blood. But in saying that, I think PSG are gonna win this game. I'll be real. Like we can all talk about, no worries, no worries. AK, if you're still free, hop on, bro. Hop on, bro. If you're free, I sent you the link. I sent you the link already. 6-0 PSG. Fair enough. Yeah, AK will be hopping on it a bit. I need PSG to wipe the floor. I'll not allow Messi nonsense in the world. To be fair with you, Messi scored a very nice goal versus Porto the other day. Very nice
Yeah,
goal
yeah,
versus
yeah, yeah,
Porto.
yeah.
But I
Brilliant
see his
free
run
kick.
coming. I see his run coming to an end. I see PSG winning this game. Look, I want a good game, but I don't know if it'll happen. I think PSG will lose this game. What are you saying?
For me, the guy that said 6-0 was being nice. I'm seeing double figures in this game if PSG are on it. Um, Inter Miami should have got through for me into the next round. Me personally, I just think they scraped through. They're lucky that they had the group that they had because their group was terrible. I'm gonna lie, that was probably the worst group in terms of the
100%,
group
bro. I
A.
agree with you.
So
100%.
I'm gonna go for 10-0 PSG or 10-1. Maybe Messi
I went.
scores one.
Yo, yo. What's my? I told you my prediction last night. I said my prediction last night, didn't I? To one of my friends. I was on the call with them. Hold on.
What happened?
Nah, I was gonna ask. I'm just checking. I'm just trying to remember what my prediction was last night. I'm trying to remember it. I swear I said 6-1 or 5-1. I don't remember what I said, but around that. It's in your Instagram, bro. I sent you the link already, bro. It's there. Check your Instagram. Okay. We always get tougher in the knockouts. Yeah, the knockouts is always going to be tougher, man. It's always going to be tougher. I can see it now. One to Inter Miami or PSG. Free kick Messi. The difference. Need to find a way, different way to say shut it. Nah, I think PSG. PSG wiped the floor.
Yeah, but Bossa
Um,
Blue's dreaming. He's dreaming. Like he's probably dreaming
nah,
that
nah,
United would be in this competition.
He doesn't want it. He doesn't want it to happen, bro. He said he needs PSG to wipe the floor. He will not allow Messi. He will not allow this Messi nonsense in the world.
It's not Messi nonsense. Messi is the GOAT. You just got to respect him. Obviously, he's old now, isn't it? It's, him and Ronaldo are old. Just get. Listen, we need to get past the fact that Ronaldo and Messi, they're past their primes. They're not the same guys. You know, let them walk off in America and Saudi in peace. Let them have their holidays. You know, they care more about their families and their kids. You know, their kids are ballers as well. So you know, hopefully their next generations are playing ball. But let's be
Here
honest.
he
Let's
is.
be honest. Let's be honest. When it comes to Messi and Ronaldo, their time is up. It's the new generation. We got new ballers coming through. Your Yamals, your Estevals. Yeah, Ronaldo, Messi.
Man said
Thank,
Esteval.
thank you,
Relax on
for your
relax on Esteval, bro.
respect my Brazilian baller. Anyway,
No, I will. No, I will. But relax on Esteval, bro. Relax on Esteval,
he's
bro.
the future of Brazil. Yo. Anyway,
Pause.
as I was
Anyways,
saying, Messi and Ronaldo, thank you for your services to football. But you know what? It is what it is. Goodbye. God bless. We loved what you did in the football pitch, but you're not the same guys. If you look at this tournament, Suarez is looking slow. Messi's looking old. Busquets, he ain't turning the same way he used to.
yeah.
So
Thing is
Miami,
not about Messi and Ronaldo. It's the people
bye
who I
bye.
know who would die for Messi. These people cringe. I cringe at them. But AK, hope you're well, man. I know you just woke up, but it's all right, bro. Hope you're well, man. Hope you're well.
It's all right, it's all right, it's all right, it's all right, bro.
Big up,
No
AK.
need to apologize, bro. Fucking hell. Oh.
But talk to me about the Club World Cup, man. How have you felt so far about Man City and just the Club World Cup in general so far? What's been your biggest upset? What's been like just give me like a 5 minute sort of summary on this Club World Cup if you like.
Uh, this Club World Cup in terms of my club, apparently we are playing a lot better now. We are playing a lot better as a team at the moment. A starting with a convincing win against Wydad Casablanca 2-0, and yeah, followed by a 6-0 battering of followed by a 6-0 battering. We battered Alain by 6 goals, and now last night we thrashed Juve. We destroyed another big club, and this shows that this shows that we are not messing about. This shows that we are much more dangerous right now as a team with the way we are playing. This sideways, backwards nonsense that we used to keep playing last season has costed us big moments in big games like this. But I'm so proud that we have changed our approach, and I hope we keep playing the same way.
Oh yeah,
You're on
you're
mute.
muted.
Sorry, didn't realize that. Sorry. I hear that, bro. The thing is, right? I I seen I seen that Man City right now. They look a lot happier. The players look a lot more like they look like more they want it now, with new players, new fresh ideas, new signings. Pep's, still at the helm. You seen the video the other day that Man City posted that Pep was playing two touch with the players on the pitch. on the beach. Sorry, you saw that, right?
Yeah, I saw.
It's a happier camp now over there at Man City now. Last year was a lot of uncertainties. Last season was a lot of people, like a lot of players uncertain about the futures. Just like a fallout in the dressing room, maybe potentially. But it looks a lot happier with new signings. It looks a lot happier with like new players in. So yeah. Who's been your most impressive player so far? Who's been like your one that you kind of been upset, like kind of underwhelming? So for you so far at Man City, because obviously for King, he said Jackson's his worst, but the best player he's seen so far, I mean, is Delap potentially. So talk to me
No, no,
about
no, no. The best has for me is the midfield. The midfield's been solid. I've been impressed by Enzo. I would say for me.
but talk to me about
Oh,
your player so far, AK.
I think so far the player that has impressed me the most um has to be Ryan Nori,
Okay,
our new left back.
wow,
I mean, uh, the day he signed for City, and the day he signed for City, and the way he's playing now, oof! I'm telling you, we have got a crafty Algerian in our ranks. We have
I
we have got a
can
very
tell,
crafty Algerian at left back now. So, Rebel
bro.
fans, be prepared. Be prepared. We're not messing about. We're not messing about. We're not messing about next season.
No, I can tell, but you ain't messing about, bro. You ain't messing about 100%, 100%. But what's your prediction for the next game that you have coming up against what you call against Al. Talk to me. Just give me a quick just give me a preview, like a few minute preview on it, like your overall thoughts on the game.
Um. So where do I start though? So I think what Inter Fluminense. Look, I know Fluminense. Being
Wait,
last
wait.
year,
Start
being
from
last
the
year's Club World Cup,
top.
or from the top,
Do you
yeah.
agree with do you agree with this so far?
Botafogo and Palmeiras. Mm. I mean, both are quality teams though. But Botafogo. I mean, this matchup could be an all-time clash, an all-time Brazilian clash, in my opinion. It could go either way, in my opinion, because Palmeiras have also been equally good. Palmeiras have been equally good, in my opinion. So I would say Palmeiras were legit.
Sorry. The thing is, right? I know I criticized the Club World Cup, but I still have to preview it because I got some of the lads on the support the clubs in the Club World Cup. For me personally, I don't think it should have happened. The Club World Cup, in my opinion, it's just the preview. It's just I did the preview for the Club World Cup. I talked about fixture congestion, right? I'm not saying the Club World Cup is the worst thing to happen. I'm just saying it's just the fixture congestion that's happening. The Club World Cup can happen, but it's just the fixture congestion that's happening over the course of football nowadays. You know what I'm trying to say? But but yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Yeah, I just the thing is I know my thoughts on the Club World Cup. I don't think it should happen now because of obviously the what you call I was gonna say the fixture congestion, right? Like I spoke about plenty of times. But the biggest issue is I have fans and pals that the teams are in the Club World Cup, so I have to talk about it anyways. But big up to you, man. I know you're a real one, anyways. But big up to you, bro. Hope you well, Lumen. Anyways, let's go. Continue talking about that. Sorry, mate.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, that's okay.
Yeah. So Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so the first game. Yeah, so the first game so the first game I was talking about. I would say Palmeiras will edge it though, even though Botafogo is gonna even though Botafogo are gonna take this seriously and try and reach the final. So, but I think Palmeiras will edge it. I can see it.
Okay. Next game.
Benfica, Chelsea.
I think Chelsea wins, and King does as well. What are you saying?
1 second. Hey, Kevin,
Oh,
did you have Botafogo or Palmeiras for the first one?
Botafogo, Botafogo.
Oh, okay, cool.
We both agreed on Botafogo, so that's why Botafogo are in the run. That's why Botafogo are in there.
all right.
But
So the second
go ahead.
game, Benfica, Chelsea. Um, with the way Chelsea are playing right now, oh, I'm telling you, I think Chelsea will edge past Benfica, even though Benfica have, quality players, but some are, some tend to have Boza moments and that. So I don't see Benfica going through at the moment. So yeah, I would say Chelsea will go through.
Okay, cool. Chelsea go through, and
Inter,
Inter, Fluminense. I went for Fluminense. The chat said Inter, but Inter went for, but King went for Inter. What are you saying?
I mean, this Club World Cup, yeah, this Club World Cup is it's a lesson to all of us that don't underestimate South American teams. But yeah, this round of 16, anything can happen. But I want to talk about Inter though. Like after what? After coming back from 1 or 2 nil down and winning the game, I think Inter have been looking a bit sus, in my opinion. But they are yeah yeah, but they are known for making a comeback, and I can see Inter. I can see. I think I can see Inter edging it. So I will still go for Inter though because potentially we're gonna be facing them in the quarterfinals.
Okay, fair enough. So you're saying Inter. So I guess Inter
Yep.
does go through. Obviously, talk about your team as well. Your team, Man City.
Mm, I think I have nothing to say about this game. I mean, look, I'm not downplaying Al Hilal. Al Hilal could actually give us a game, no
Yeah.
doubt, but they could. But like I said, the way we have been playing, the way we have been playing in the group stages, I I'm confident that I'm confident that we can edge past Al Hilal and advance to the quarterfinals. I have a good feeling about this. So yeah, of course I'm going City.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. PSG into Miami.
PSG, Miami.
By the way, I do agree with you that that game will not be as easy as you think. It will not be a. It will not be like a walk. It won't be a, what do you call, a
Uh,
rollover.
walk in the park.
By Man.
Like,
I think
you
it'll
mean
be
a walk
tight.
in the park?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think it'll walk in the park. I think it'll be tight, but City still win 3-1. I don't think it'll be as easy as people think. But I think it'll be Man City win anyways. But PSG into Miami. Let's talk about this game. AK, go first.
PSG into PSG and the return of Messi's Inter Miami. Ooh, some old wounds. Some old wounds. I mean, some old wounds have been reopened for Messi since since of course we knew that Messi was an ex PSG player, and he didn't even have a good farewell. He didn't have the best of moments at PSG. The fans booed him. So I'm telling you, it's gonna be a shock if Messi manages to beat his former side PSG. I will be shocked if he manages to do that.
I don't see him doing that. I'll be honest with you. I don't see him doing it. I think it'll be PSG
I think
win.
it'll be PSG. I think it'll be
Yeah,
PSG's game. I think. I mean PSG. I mean PSG look a lot better. So I think PSG are going to edge them.
fair enough. Fair
Uh,
enough.
uh, I don't think it'll be close. I don't even think the City game will be close. I think City is going to destroy Al Hilal, and I think PSG is going to destroy Inter Miami. I don't think those are the ones that I don't think are going to be close, especially with Inter Miami the way they played in the group stage. They don't look that good, and they were lucky. Their group wasn't that great. Even the game they did win against Porto weren't that good either. It's you know what? It's unfortunate that the best Portuguese side isn't in this tournament in terms of Sporting Lisbon, because Porto they might as well have just not been there because they were just a waste of a space. But PSG gonna win by double figures. If they actually try in this game, it'll be double figures. Gonna run it up like a cricket match.
I'm gonna go 6-1 PSG.
I'm going 10-0.
What are you saying? Okay.
Mm, Probably I'm going to go 6-1 PSG.
Okay.
Inter Miami surely will get a goal against them.
Maybe. I think Messi might open the scoring and then PSG wipe the floor of them 6-1.
Yeah.
Now, Flamengo versus Bayern Munich. Flamengo obviously beating Chelsea 3-1 in the tournament, but they get Bayern Munich in the first round. It would have been Chelsea versus Bayern had it been Chelsea on top, but this is interesting. King, I'll go to you first. Flamengo versus Bayern.
This is one of the tough ones to predict because
Yeah, I
Flamengo
agree.
has been impressive, and at the same time, it depends on what company does with the Bayern team. Because some of these, like in their last game, they lost to Benfica. Um, they obviously they may have felt like that they should have got the goal that didn't count. But at the same time, I feel like they weren't very good at taking their chances. I think going forward, they have a lot of players that are underperforming. Obviously, this is Muller's last tournament, so I think for him, they probably want to go far. But I don't know. I have a feeling that Flamengo might do it. I feel like if Bayern was on the other side of the draw, they would get all the way to maybe semis. But this side of the draw, I don't know if they get past Flamengo. I think Flamengo, for me, has been the most impressive Brazilian team and will be difficult. So yeah, I don't know. I just feel like Flamengo might edge it. I feel like Flamengo might edge this one. I don't know why. I just have
I
a
want
feeling.
to agree with you. I want to say 2-1 Flamengo, but I don't know. I just think Bayern Munich might just about win it. Do you know what? Screw it. 2-1 Flamengo. Going for it. Flamengo win 2-1. I'm going for it. Flamengo gonna go through. What are you saying, AK?
Flamengo, Flamengo and versus Bayern. I know for a fact that Bayern just recently have lost to Benfica by a goal. But It's gonna be interesting though because South American teams this season, when your South American teams in this Club World Cup have been I mean South American teams have been the standout performers, no doubt. But I think uh, I think Bayern Munich are gonna wipe the floor in my view because
Okay.
yeah, of course. Of course, yeah, because Bayern Munich with their massive heritage, and yeah, Bayern Munich with their massive heritage. I think I think Bayern Munich are gonna edge past Flamengo, even though Flamengo is gonna irritate them a lot.
Fair enough. I'm gonna go with
I'm gonna go Bayern. I'm gonna go Bayern Munich.
I'm gonna go Flamengo. Flamengo will edge it two
Yeah.
one.
I'm going Flamengo because I think Bayern, the only game they were impressive was their first game, and that was against the team that was filled with, boss men, drivers, the part time workers, the railway workers, and that from New Zealand, against Boca Juniors, who for the most part they struggled. They struggled and only scored in like the 84th minute to win that game, and then they lost to Benfica. So I'm just gonna edge it to Flamengo. So 2-1, Flamengo.
Fair enough. We're gonna move on to the next game: Dortmund versus Monterrey. Obviously, Sergio Ramos, man of the match, still in 2025, getting a man of the matches against Inter Milan. You don't make you don't ever make defenders like this ever again, man. You don't make defenders like this ever again. Sergio Ramos is one of the greatest defenders I've ever seen in my lifetime. Literally one of the greatest defenders I've ever seen in my lifetime. Arguably the greatest defender I've ever seen in my lifetime. So potentially, I don't know, man. I like to see Sergio Ramos perform, but I don't know, man. I would like to see Sergio Ramos perform, but what's the problem is you come up against Borussia Dortmund, who are a who are a decent side. I reckon Monterrey put up a fight, but I think Dortmund scraped through. I think they'll win, but man, I just want to see Sergio Ramos, man. I really like him, man. As a defender, he's easy. I've always looked up to him as a world class, like the goat defender, potentially alongside Maldini. But what are you man saying, man? Sergio Ramos versus Borussia Dortmund. Because that's all I really know. I'll be honest with you from that Monterrey team. AK, I'll go to you first.
You know what? I will be more than excited to see Sergio Ramos again. Sergio fucking Ramos, bloody hell. One of the GOAT defenders of this game. One of the best defenders. Yeah. And
Greatest.
yeah, yeah, and of course, you and of course for all these new age football fans that keep talking about what for all these new age football fans that keep dissing about Sergio Ramos and all that, yeah. Listen, Sergio Ramos has been in this industry, yeah. He has been in this sport far longer than all these new and upcoming defenders now. Yeah, Sergio Ramos knows how to get the job done, even though he's comebacks wins. But hey, that's who he is. Legends. But yeah, Monterrey and Dortmund.
Mm.
I mean, I'll tell you what. Hey, Kevin. I'll tell you what. I would be, I would be partly shocked if Monterrey manages to knock out Dortmund. Can you imagine that, eh, Kevin? Can you imagine that if they knock out Dortmund with Sergio Ramos in it?
Hmm. Yeah, I would love that, but no, I see Dortmund winning. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I still see Dortmund. Yeah, I still see Dortmund edging a win here.
King, what are you saying?
Um, Monterrey getting to this point was a shock. Obviously, people probably thought River Plate would have got through, but I would say this against the last game against the Royal Reds. If you want to have a good time, watch that game. They were letting off shots from 25, 30 yards. Especially that third goal. That's one of the goals of the tournament. It's unfortunate, that in terms of that team, I think it's impressive that they got up to this point. They're the only team that's not from Europe or South America to be in this stage. But I just think it's the end of the road for them. I think Dortmund will be too strong for them. Joe Bellingham moving over there as well, and I think it'll be a close game. I don't think it'll be a battering or a sweep or a big win. I think this will be a close one, but I just think Dortmund will just edge it a little bit. I think this game will be closer than people will think, because I feel like Monterrey is a team that not a lot of people underestimated, but they've shown that they can do a lot of different things. They got some powerful shooters on their team as well. Ramos at the back, they got some shooters, so it'll be an interesting game. But I just think Dortmund will just edge it. Just but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Monterrey got through though, because Dortmund, for them, they've been here or there when it comes to the group stage. They've not been the greatest. They've been a bit like scrappy in terms of the way they've got past certain teams. So yeah, that's why I say. So I'll just edge it to Dortmund.
Dortmund, I agree. Dortmund go through. Next up, we've got the big one: Real Madrid versus Juventus. What do you man saying? I'll go
Wow.
first. I'll go first on this one.
Yeah, you go first. You go first.
Obviously, obviously, I've not really seen the highlights of Real Madrid versus Salzburg. From what I'm hearing, Real Madrid been playing really good football, and the last two games that Real Madrid played, they're starting to click into gear now with Xabi Alonso at the helm. Their football starting to click into gear. Obviously, we're still going to see how they do it with Mbappe in the team, but it would be nice to see them with Mbappe in the team as well, wouldn't it? It'd be nice to see the front three cook with potentially Mbappe. But I'm really liking the way Madrid are playing. Well, from what I saw in the last game, I think they look a lot better. I can't wait to see how they do in La Liga. But as of right now, Dean Huijsen seems decent. You got Ardim Hausen seems decent. You also got Arda Güler there. You got young players, and you also got a mixture of Valverde, Bellingham midfield. Listen, hopefully it's exciting from Madrid, and they're gonna go through. Simple. Madrid.
Ooh. Um.
AK, go first.
Yeah. Yeah. I was about to go. I was about to go on this. I mean, I know that. I know that we bitch slapped Juventus last night, 5-2, but I think I think Juventus are not gonna go down. I think Juventus, even though we've smashed them by 5 goals last night, Juventus, I feel that they're they're Juventus. I feel that they're not gonna make it easy for Real Madrid. Um, although I like 50-50 root for Juventus to make it to the semis, though. But it's gonna be a hard call though, because I mean, now Real Madrid are clicking under Xavi ball. So I think Real Madrid will edge past them though. Real Madrid will still edge past them though. Even though
Yeah,
Juventus are gonna not gonna make it easy, but I think Real Madrid are gonna find a way and edge past Juventus. So yeah, I'm gonna go
but
Real Madrid
King, can
on
you
this.
scroll up? Can you scroll up, please? Can you scroll up?
Scoreline 3-1
No,
Real Madrid. I
scroll up more.
3-1.
Scroll up more. I just want to see the rest of the pictures. Just need to see if you gave predictions for everyone. Um, go back to Flamengo versus Bayern. What was your score predictions for the Flamengo Bayern game? Score predictions for Flamengo Bayern. What?
Score predictions for the Flamengo Bayern game.
Hmm.
2-1 Bayern. 2-1 Bayern.
I went 2-1 Flamengo. What are you saying, King?
Uh, no, it won't be 1-0 Flamengo.
Dortmund 4-1 against Monterrey. Unfortunately, Sergio Ramos is gonna get out of the tournament, but here's what it is.
I got that being a 2-1 Dortmund.
What are you saying, AK?
For Monterrey and Dortmund, I think 2-1 Dortmund though, because Dortmund being the bigger favorites in this fixture.
Hmm.
Oh, I mean Dortmund can edge past them, but I'm telling you, be prepared for a shock.
Hmm.
Be prepared for shocks in round of 16, because anything can happen. It's football. At the end of the day, anything can happen. Yeah, but
And
yeah, but I would still say that I would still say Dortmund are still going to make it through to the quarterfinals. And yeah, again, the Champions League finalists in the Champions League finalists are 2024 are going to face off. No, sorry. Not 24. Sorry. Not 24, man.
no,
Sorry.
take
23,
your time, no worries.
23. Yeah. Yeah. Uh, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a Dortmund versus Real Madrid quarterfinal, and
Yeah, I agree.
get ready for that though. The tickets are gonna sell out quick for this.
I think this one's already selling out, because it being at the Hard Rock Stadium as well. This one will sell out because you got bare Real Madrid fans, you got bare Juventus fans, bare legends going to the game as well. So I think this one will sell out. But I'm gonna go Real Madrid win this one 3-1. I think Real Madrid will start to really show why Xabi Alonso and them are starting to click into gear. King, give you a quick preview on this one, and then we'll move on.
In terms of Juve, I like their attack and midfield. I like Conceição. I like Yildiz. You're right. Thuram didn't start the last game. They made too many changes against City, which worked against them. I think if it's funny. I feel like if they didn't make so many changes, they may have got away with a draw in that game, or at least had made it a much more closer tie. So I think the Madrid Juve game is going to be a difficult one. I just think Juve's problem for me is their defense. I don't trust some of their defenders. I think they should have brought Renato Vega for this tournament. Probably asked or brought in a centre back before the tournament, because Lloyd Kelly isn't good enough. Kalulu isn't good enough. Obviously Bremer is still injured, so defenders is probably their biggest issue as a team, and because of that and the way Madrid have been playing, I think Madrid will win the game 3-1. Um, and as for Madrid, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know. I don't know how. I feel like they've been better without Mbappe, and I feel like that's going to be the case throughout this season. As great as of a player Mbappe is, he's a left winger. I don't think he's a striker for me personally. And yeah, I just think they have too many guys of similar positions, similar kind of play styles, and it doesn't work. It's too unbalanced if you play a front three of Mbappe, Vinicius, and Rodrigo. So I don't know what they're gonna do going forward. Also, the young striker, can't remember his name, but the young Spanish striker that they had was really impressive.
Which one? The Real Madrid striker?
Yeah, can't remember his name. Let me find his name. It's gonna bug me.
Who? Real Madrid.
Yeah, Gonzalo Garcia. I've liked him.
Gonzalo Garcia. Yeah, Gonzalo
Yeah, him.
Garcia.
Yeah, him. He's been
Yeah,
very
I was
impressive.
about to say Garcia. Yeah. Garcia.
So yeah, I just think Real Madrid edge it, maybe 3-1.
Yeah.
So
I agree
yeah,
too.
if there's any teams that need a Brazilian baller in Hendrick, he'll be available on loan most likely. And I think as as good of a player as Mbappe is, I think that's probably one of the worst signings Madrid has made in terms of the balance for their team. I don't think they ever really needed him, in my opinion. But yeah, Madrid 3-1.
So yeah, that's been the round 16 preview. Scroll back up, please, just to see if we missed out anything. No, we've not missed out. All right, cool. We good. But people, Endrick injured. Yeah, fair enough. But people, we're gonna close out here. We've done the Club World Cup round 16 preview. Obviously, just a disclaimer for the comment earlier that Lumen big up to Lumen every single time. I'm not nothing against you, bro. I just want to clarify the comment that I made yesterday about the Club World Cup, right, and this football scheduling. I know I'm doing the Club World Cup preview the day after I've just done the football scheduling talk, but at the same time, I have fans from other clubs as well. I have subscribers from other clubs as well that would like to that would probably like to tune into my content. So I'm not going to just ignore them. I know I have my opinions on my own side. I personally, in my opinion, if you ask me right now, I don't think the Club World Cup should be playing because I'll tell you why. Scheduling is bad. The scheduling in football, players deserve rest. However, the fact that the Club World Cup's going on, I can't do nothing about it but talk about it and do content around the Club World Cup. So I'm gonna have to just do it. But big up to you guys for leaving your suggestions. Big up to you guys for leaving your comments in the chat as well. And big up for everyone for watching. Make sure you guys sub to King's channel. Let them know when
One
you're coming
sec.
up.
One
No
sec.
worries.
Before I want to add to your point. As a fan of with a team that's in the tournament, I will say this: these players are being played too much. Before the tournament, days before was the European Nations League, the Club World Cup. They've increased it not because they wanted to make it a bigger tournament, because of money. We all know the truth, and I think these footballers are playing too
Money.
many games.
For money reasons, yeah.
Too many international breaks. Too many games, and with this Club World Cup, there's going to be a lot of players that are not going to get their breaks. They're not going to get holidays, even legally holidays. If you're in the UK, Chelsea and Man City are legally not going to get the time off that they deserve as working employees. So for me, FIFA has made it impossible for these players to maintain fitness and maintain that kind of level as well. And with this tournament, these European teams having to use it as a preseason because they're not going to have a proper one. And also, I would say this: being in America, that's the jet lag flying over to America. Every stadium is so far from each other, so you're driving or flying to each game. The cost that they put for fans, the reason why these stadiums are empty is because they made the tickets so expensive beforehand. Then you've got flights, hotels. So even for the football fans that want to go to this tournament, you couldn't. And even if you did, they've only just a couple days before the tournament started reduced the prices of the tickets because they see. And even if you look at when you watch the game, look at the the angle of the camera. They don't show the full stadium because they know most of these stadiums are half empty or mostly empty because you're outpricing actual fans from going to this tournament. So what is it for? What is it for? It's not for the fans because you're putting the game times on at times where Americans can't even go in in work days. You're outpricing fans from around the world getting into this tournament. So the ones that did make the journey, bravo to you, because that would have been a lot of money, hotels, everything you have to pay for. And in the end of the day, this is one part of the problem when it comes to FIFA, UEFA, all the league, Premier League especially as well. They don't care about the footballers, and especially for Chelsea and City, they're not gonna. This our season's gonna start the same as everyone else. In other leagues, at least they're allowing the the teams that are in the Club World Cup to start at a later date. Pep asked Premier League, can we start at a later date because of the Club World Cup? They said no. So they don't care about well-being. They don't care about the fans. They just care about money. And with this tournament, as much as I like it and I've enjoyed it so far, we know what it is. It's a money grab. It's FIFA's way of making more money, and that's all it's ever been. It's never been for the fans. Just you've seen it by the ticket pricing, by the ridiculous amount
Hospitality.
of your hospitality, where they put the games. You have games in the West Coast, East Coast, down south in Miami. So as a fan, how are you meant to follow your team through that? If you're going from
Mm.
coast to coast, city to city, America's a big place. It's a very big place. So yeah, people need to realize that this wasn't an ideal tournament for this wasn't the ideal place to put this type of tournament.
But yeah,
And it should be typically within in Europe or somewhere in South America in one specific country in a smaller area size because
it is.
they've not allowed the fans to go to this competition or
They're
care
doing it.
for it.
They're doing it because next year the World Cup is in America. But even then, like, I agree with you, bro. It should be held at a different venue. But bro, uh, like I said to the comment, yeah, I'm only doing this because I have fans from other clubs that are willing to watch or potentially willing to watch my content about around the Club World Cup because I'll be talking with their clubs. At the end of the day, right? I know I have my issues on the scheduling. I don't have my issues on FIFA adding more games and this and that, whatnot for the money, whatever. But at the end of the day, if the Club World Cup's going on, I can't help but just preview it. You know what I'm trying to say? Still gonna preview it. So yeah. But okay, obviously, alluding to what King said, I want to know your thoughts as well on the whole Club World Cup like this thing because he makes a good point there. But I want to know your side. What are your thoughts on the whole thing, just as a whole, from what King said, and then I want to know your thoughts, your own personal thoughts.
Mm, I mean, I pretty much, I mean, look, I 100% agree with everything what King said. Yeah, I feel the players deserve rest after what, players should deserve, players actually deserve the rest after what, playing, yeah, after what, playing through a hectic schedule of, league games, Champions League, UEFA Nations League, and that in between, which 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 is kind of pointless to me. But I'm telling you, I mean, yeah, but it's UEFA. I mean, all they care about is the pound note. All they care about is the pound note these days. They, they don't care about players' fitness and all that. I mean, all they care about is the pound note. And yeah, um, and people need to understand that why football as a sport is going down the drain. Yeah, football is losing its aura because of yeah because of scheduling like this random scheduling of games and players not getting enough rest before the next season starts, which is kind of criminal in my view. It is
Mm.
criminal with the way they are treating it is criminal with the way they're treating players like this.
I agree. It hinders the development of some players as well because you're being run to the ground. You know what I'm trying to say? You're being run to the ground. It can hinder your development as well as a player. You
I mean,
over
look
you
at
over
Rodri. Hey, Kevin, look at Rodri. I mean, Rodri has been saying this from
to, to
what?
be fair though, Rodri got injured because of the Arsenal challenge. It wasn't because he played too many games. It was because of collision on the pitch or something like that against Arsenal last year. But sorry, go on. I know you were saying continue what you were saying, bro. Continue what
Yeah,
you're saying.
yeah, yeah. Look, hey, Kevin. I mean, I do agree though that that silly tackle by Thomas Partey, yes, that is also one decisive factor. But yeah, but I'll tell you, if wait, if you remember an interview that Rodri just gave about the scheduling of games, and he practically said that one day the players are gonna go on strike. He literally said that, hey Kevin, if you remember, and he was right
And
with, yeah,
I
and he was right all along. He was right all along with the way with yeah he was right all along with the way that with the way FIFA is scheduling games,
yeah,
for making it hectic for the young players, which is hindering their development. He he's absolutely right about that.
I hear it. Am I lagging, guys? Is my internet a bit
No,
just
no, you're
not?
fine. You're
No,
fine.
just now. Everything all of a sudden just went away. Like that was some internet connection with me a bit ago, but I think it's okay now. But yeah, sorry, Ak. You want to continue what you're saying, bro, and then you want to we'll close out, or you're
Yeah,
done?
I mean, no, I was pretty much saying that Rodri has been calling this out since what, the start of last season, and
Hmm. He
yeah,
has.
this goes to show that FIFA, yeah, this goes to show that FIFA as a board are not bothered about the well-being of well-being of well-being of young players. They're not, because they think that they can extract every single ounce of energy from them, and hinder their progress as well.
Development.
Yeah, yeah, of course, yeah, yeah. Sorry, oh
Hmm.
yeah, I was about to say development, yeah, but yeah, pretty much, yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, FIFA don't give a rat's ass.
Agree. Courtois and some German players also called out, bro.
Exactly, yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
we're gonna do, but FIFA ain't gonna care. But anyways, guys, anything more you want to say before we wrap up? Anything more you want to say, and then we'll
yeah,
close out?
King, you want to go first? Yeah, go first,
yeah,
King.
yeah. With everything being said, I have loved the tournament. I would say that, but yeah, I just think these players need to be respected because in the end of the day, they're the talent. They're the ones putting their bodies on the line for this, and you don't want to run them into the ground because you. In recent years, we're getting more and more injuries. We're getting more and more injuries sustained, and yeah, it's not going to be good for the future of football. But yeah, outside of that, I'm excited for the round of 16. See how this tournament continues to grow, and yeah, not much else. Obviously, Formula One this weekend, so I'll be on this channel for that. And yeah,
AK, you want to continue? Want to add any more before we close out?
Um, I mean, I pretty much nothing to say about this Club World Cup, but yeah, I would say I'm at least happy. I'm at least happy that we don't have to face Real Madrid a round of 16 in a round of 16 fixture, because I'm telling you, because FIFA loves to milk this. They would
Yeah,
love to milk every single penny out of this fixture. But
100.
but thank God we won against Juventus, and now we had to face other teams. I'm happy about that. But look, look, I'm not gonna underestimate Real Madrid though. After what last two games, but I'm telling you, with the way we are playing, I am confident. Give me Madrid. Give me Madrid now.
Do you want Madrid? Fair enough. Pray for Madrid, eh? Hashtag pray for Madrid, right?
Yeah,
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
yeah,
But
no,
anyway,
no.
I think the round of 16, what you call preview? That will commence the round of 16 preview. I will be back. We'll be back on the PSG against Madrid semi. Okay, potentially. If things go to plan, Bayern versus PSG next round as well, possibly. If things go to plan. But we're gonna close out. I'll be back next week for the quarterfinal preview. So make sure you guys do tune in to the channel. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button on your way out and subscribing to both of our channels, King's channels and my channel. King, let them know what you got coming up, bro.
Yeah, I still got to do a couple videos for the last two groups in terms of the Club World Cup, so I'll do that, and yeah, I'll try and do some watch alongs for the games as well.
We're supposed to go on your channel today, but at the same time we had the Club World Cup preview. So at the end of the day, we'll move it to next week. Yeah, next week I think we should be okay.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. We
And
got the Formula One stuff coming on the weekend
100%,
anyway.
yeah, 100%. We got Formula One, Wimbledon. I got the United show with Rasta today, so make sure you guys do tune in at about 6 a.m. UK if you guys are awake around that time, obviously. And I got the me and Rasta will be live again on his channel. Maybe the next day. We'll see. We'll schedule it. But as of today, in about, let's say, in under 10 hours, or just about under 11 hours, I'll be live with Rasta. So make sure you guys do tune in to the channel. And yeah, subscribe if you can, people. I'm getting closer to 340 subs. If you guys could sub, if four of you could sub, if four of you haven't subbed yet, and if you'd like to sub, please do sub. Get me to 340 subs. Get King to 50 subs, or get King to 100 subs by before the season starts. Come on, people, you know the drill. Subscribe and act. You want to plug your channel? Are you gonna create a channel sometime soon? Are you gonna plug? You want to plug anything you have?
The moment my channel is currently a work in progress. So yeah, I'm just I'm just getting the pieces together, and once that's done, my channel will be launched.
100%, people. So you heard him already, people. You know the drill. Um, I might be back in a bit, people. I might be back to do the Wimbledon preview, depending on what the lads are saying. But if I'm not back in a bit, I will see you guys tomorrow for the show with Rasta. But yeah, all's good, people. Like, share, subscribe. Oh, King, also plug your world analysis channel, people. By the way, bro, plug your world analysis channel and plug what you got coming up on your channel as well, if you haven't plugged already.
Oh no, I already said I got the Club World Cup stuff. I'm going to be trying to do some watch alongs for the round of 16 games. Also on Rumble, authentic world analysis. We talk politics there, so if you're into that kind of stuff, then yeah, Rumble authentic world
We love
analysis
to
on there.
we love to see you two do a show on King's channel. So make sure you guys check King's channel. King, you have any shows with anyone soon on your channel? You have any shows with anyone aside from obviously me that we were supposed to do a show to, but obviously we had the Club World Cup thing. So
Oh yeah. I'll have a couple shows with Rasta next week. I'll definitely try to have a
and
show with 8K next Wednesday as well. So
and
that
then
definitely
yeah,
do that.
and then I'll go on your channel as well next week as well if possible. So, but yeah, and King will also be back for the NBA. We'll be doing the NBA draft recap or whatsoever. So next week, tune in. Also, I've got So, like I said, Wimbledon preview. I'll be back in a bit, maybe potentially if the lads are free. If not, then I will see you tomorrow for the show with Rasta. So, yeah, people, take care. Like, share, subscribe. We're out. Peace.